Hi, this is James Page at the FTTH Conference 2026 here in London. And as we like to do, we have managed to get one of our esteemed speakers fresh from the stage to come and have a conversation with us. And from Netomnia is their CEO, Jeremy Chelot. Jeremy, congratulations, firstly, on a really interesting panel session, but more congratulations on winning an FTTH Council Award for the best operator in 2026. You must be very pleased with that.
I'm very pleased, but you should have done it earlier.
Well, yes. I mean, we listened to you this morning and you were sort of telling the story of Netomnia since you started it up just after COVID, and maybe it feels like it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's been a tough journey. So when we started in 2020, nobody believed that we will get to the position that we are today with a bit more than 3 million homes. But yeah, we've delivered what we say we'll deliver to our investors.
You were quite bullish in the session about being one of the last men standing in terms of still building the network. Is that something you're still proud of?
Yes, I mean it's if you look at the numbers that we delivered last year. So we built last year 1 million homes when everybody else basically stopped or slowed down significantly. So it was quite hard basically to achieve, and therefore, yes, very proud of it.
Okay. The panel you spoke on had a number of different perspectives about the state of the fibre market in the UK. I know we are a FTTH Council Europe, but we are here in the UK, so it's great to have that session on. One of the things that struck me that was mentioned from the stage was about the culture in this country, but saying we don't have a culture of wholesale. What does that mean?
I mean, it's quite simple. When you look at the large providers in the UK, whether it's BT or Sky or Virgin Media or TalkTalk or Vodafone, if you look at BT, they only use Openreach. If you look at Sky, they use Openreach, and it took them, I think, about 15 years to agree a contract with CityFibre, and they use only Openreach and CityFibre. If you look at Virgin Media O2, they use their network like Openreach and BT, and they use also Nexfibre, but again, nobody else. And if you look at Vodafone or TalkTalk, they use also one or two network only. So the large players which are dominant in the retail sector have not been using basically the altnet, and therefore it's extremely hard to build a wholesale network when you can attract basically the large ISPs.
Yeah. So what does that mean? The answer is, is wholesale the only route to success? I think you said scale was incredibly important.
Yeah, I mean it's during those years. Obviously, the first company that I built in was Netomnia. I'm the CEO of Netomnia, but I'm also the CEO of UFibre. And UFibre as a retail ISP, was Netomnia as a wholesale network. So first, I built basically the wholesale network, and then realized I'm not going to get wholesale customers. So then you have to build basically your own ISP to fill the gap. And then in the UK, it was always okay. As soon as you get to 1 million homes, you've got scale. As soon as you've got scale, you can get basically a wholesale contract. So happy days. Then we reached 1 million homes more than 2 years ago. Still no wholesale contract. Then we reached 2 million homes more than a year ago. Still no wholesale contract. Then we reached 3 million homes, still no wholesale contract. So it's extremely hard with the large ISPs to convince them to get on the platform. And every time basically, oh, you need more scale, you need more scale, you need more scale. So we all carry on basically trying to do that. But unfortunately, now we are reaching basically the end of the road in terms of raising basically additional capital to keep getting more and more scale organically. This is why most altnets in the UK have stopped their builds, and therefore now the only path to get the level of consolidation which will attract those large retail providers is through consolidation. And there is no, unfortunately, other way to achieve that.
Yes, you were keen to point that out on stage, and obviously you're right in the middle of some of that at the moment and have a kind of unique perspective on it. But how is that going? And do you think that's going to be something we're going to see replicated across the whole of the market?
Yeah, I believe. I mean, it's not a secret that Nexfibre and CityFibre were competing in buying in trying to buy my company, because both of them want to create a wholesale challenger to Openreach, and both of them understand that to do that you need more scale. So this is why they wanted to acquire my company, because my company is the second largest altnet currently in the UK, and if you combine it to Nexfibre or to CityFibre, you get actually a network that has a size and a scale that now can attract those larger ISPs, and because otherwise you just can't. And so it's going. I mean, it's a regulatory process, so it goes as well as it can be. So you answer a lot of questions, and you provide basically as many evidence or fact that you have, and you go with it. But there is no doubt that altnets in the UK need more scale, and they need more scale to be able to attract wholesale and also attract investment. So attracting investment in the UK has been extremely hard. You look at most companies also are currently struggling to attract more capital basically for years, and this is also what it brings. It's kind of those three things work together. So if you need scale, you need wholesale, and using basically that approach, then you can attract more capital, and therefore you can roll out more, and they work basically all together. So if one of those things basically is not there, then you can't deliver.
Indeed. Well, look, I think we'll all be watching carefully to see what happens over the next few months. And look, thank you for being incredibly honest and in here and on the stage. It was refreshing to watch you and to better have this conversation. So look, we know there's lots of people waiting to talk to you while you're here, but thank you for taking some time to talk to us.
Thank you.